Part 2 of the Bears-Packers rivalry is here. Yo, what's up, world? Welcome back to the channel. APW Sports signing in, and welcome back to another Chicago Bears preview. It's rivalry week as the Bears are at home to take on the Green Bay Packers. The Bears come in at 3-9, and the Green Bay Packers come in at 4-8. So both teams are doing well, but you can scratch all that out the way. It is the rivalry of the NFL, and it's time to give my picks, my preview, and my prediction of this ball game. As I remind you guys, I ask you guys every week who will win this game, and after the poll, about 54% of you picked the Green Bay Packers to beat the Chicago Bears in this contest. Stay tuned towards the end of this video that I will give you guys my pick for this game. Will I agree or will I disagree with you guys? Stay tuned. But before I get my preview and my predictions and my thoughts of this Bears versus Packers rivalry, make sure you guys leave this video a like as it continues to help this channel to grow. And if you are a first-time viewer or if you've been watching my content and you are not subbed, make sure you click the subscribe button and notification bell so you will not miss any of the videos that I post. But it is time to talk the rivalry. Without further ado, let's dive into it. The Bears offense coming into this ball game is the 19th ranked offense in the NFL with 20.9 points per game. They are dead last as a passing offense, which is 32nd with 131.2 yards passing a game. But they are still the best rushing team in football with 192 yards a game. They are going up against the Packers defense that is ranked 22nd in the league in points allowed with 23.6 a game. They are going up against the Packers defense that is the fourth best passing defense with 187.8 yards per game. And they are going up against one of the worst rushing defenses in football. The Packers are 31st, and they are giving up 154.8 yards a game. Now, going into this contest, one of the biggest questions coming into this game was the health of Justin Fields. And all reports are saying, at the time of me recording this video, that Justin Fields is going to go out there and he's going to play. And he's going up against the Packers defense that is not so great against the run. We're all going to see if he's able to protect that left shoulder, if he's able to go with no limits, not only as a running quarterback, but in the passing game, in which the passing game for the Bears is going to suffer tremendously now that Darnell Mooney is on injured reserve and he is out for the season. Now, the running game has already been a little bit of a hurt with a guy like Khalil Herbert on injured reserve. And now on top of that, another injury is that Larry Borom has been ruled out for this ball game. So you're probably going to see Rivalry, if he's able to go, because he's listed as questionable. He is going to be at that right tackle position. And they're going up against, I still think, a very talented front four for the Green Bay Packers defense led by Kenny Clark and Jaron Reed. Even though those two guys haven't really had the best of seasons, they're going up against the Bears offensive line that really has not been good, especially in pass protection. Devondre Campbell is coming into this week questionable, and you have a guy like Preston Smith who can get after the quarterback. Quay Walker, who's been playing at a linebacker position, that has been playing some really solid football. One of the better corners when he's healthy and he's playing in Jair Alexander. Even though a big part of their defense may be missing, Darnell Savage is doubtful. You are going up against a team that can still play some really good defense. The Bears running game is going to have to be key with Fields and Montgomery. And I think Darrynton Evans, I think he should have a little bit more of a carry load than a guy like Tristan Ebner, because what we seen last week from Evans against the defense that is very stout, like the New York Jets defense, it seems like Darrynton Evans as a running back was a little bit more effective in his limited touches than Tristan Ebner has been in his limited touches all year. Now, Chase Claypool is going to have to step up, and he's going to have to assume a lot of the role that a guy like Darnell Mooney leaves with his injury. Equanimeous St. Brown, his hands has been missing. Dante Pettis, hands hasn't been there. And Cole Kmet, I think he's going to play or have to play a bigger role in this Bears offense with the injury to a guy like Darnell Mooney, who has been Fields' most trusted target ever since last season. So a guy like Kmet is going to have to step up more. You're going to have to go against the Packers defense that they can create some havoc, and this Bears offense has been struggling. Last week is a little bit of an anomaly because Justin Fields was not out there. Looking at the games previous to Justin Fields not playing last week, this Bears offense was still a run-first offense, and they're going to have to be that because the Packers defense has not been great against the run. So I think the matchups is, how can this Bears offensive line, number one, protect Fields when they do throw the ball, and how can they block in the running game against a guy like Kenny Clark and Jarran Reed, who can create some havoc up front. So the biggest matchups is what they're going to do with Chase Claypool and who's going to cover, and I think it's going to be more Jair, because Chase Claypool, I think, presents the biggest threat out of what's left of the Bears wide receiving core. You're going to have the guy like Quay Walker, who made some plays. You got to have a guy like Devondre Campbell. If he's healthy, he can make some plays. They present a tough goal for this Bears offense with the injuries and the unpredictability of Justin Fields' health and Justin Fields' shoulder in this ball game. Now, when you talk against this Packers offense, who is ranked 23rd in scoring with 19.6 points, they are the 16th ranked passing offense with 223.4 yards per game, and they are the 14th ranked running team with 121.3. And they're going up against the Bears defense that has been declining over the past couple of weeks with the trades and with the injuries. A Bears defense that is now ranked 27th in points per game, allowing 25.4. They're still one of the top passing teams. They are 12th with 206.1 yards per game. They are the 27th ranked rushing team, with 143.9 yards per game. And the Bears are coming into this ball game with injuries. Jaquan Brisker and Kyler Gordon are both going to be out again in this contest. And on top of those injuries, Eddie Jackson is not going to play in this ball game. So a secondary that is already lacking of depth, and a secondary that hasn't really been healthy is even less healthy. And Vildor himself is dealing with an injury, and Dan Cruikshank has been placed on IR. And you have a defense with Jack Sanborn, who young, but he has still been playing at some really good football. And you're going up against the Packers offense, which in the last contest, they ran the football on this Bears defense, and that was the start of the defensive woes on the rushing side for the Bears with Aaron Jones and a guy like A.J. Dillon. Aaron Rodgers is coming into this game with nursing a thumb and some rib injuries that he suffered last week. Of course, we are going to know Aaron Rodgers. Let's just be honest. He owns the Bears, and his Bears defense, already without the injuries, already with Roquan Smith and Robert Quinn gone, and Eddie Jackson, Gordon, and Brisker are out. Now, even though they're going to miss the left tackle, David Bakhtiari, who's ruled out in this game, the wide receiving core has, I think, started to progress a little bit with Watson, Lazard, and Randall Cobb. And the things that Sammy Watkins can do when he's healthy and when he's playing is going to present a huge problem for this Bears defense that, number one, they struggle to get after the quarterback. Muhammad, Blackson, Justin Jones. I think Justin Jones has been playing the best out of that front. Dominic Robinson has struggled. Armand Watts. They did pick up a guy like Taco Charlton, but he's still new to the team. Travis Gibson hasn't been playing to the expectations we thought that he could with a more improved role or more snaps. We haven't seen that from Gibson. And this Bears defense going into this game is young and very inexperienced, going up against a quarterback who can pick you apart like Aaron Rodgers, and a quarterback who I think he has a lot to prove. And that running game, I think, is going to be a really big thing for this Packers team coming into this ball game, especially when you're going up against the Bears defense that has not presented anything up front. They haven't been getting any pressure on the quarterback with the first four. Last week, was their Bears' first sack by the front four in 4 weeks. So you're talking about a Bears football team that is injured defensively, and they have been struggling the last couple of weeks defensively, and especially against Mike White and that Jets team who was all healthy and the Bears were not. Aaron Rodgers and that Bears defense, I think the matchup is going to go to Rodgers, and I think the matchup is going to go to this Packers offense. But the turnover game is going to be key. Which team can create some more turnover? The Bears have 15 takeaways and 50 turnovers as a team, and the Packers, they only have 12 takeaways and turn the ball over 17 times. So I think the turnover battle, whoever wins that, I think is going to have, I want to say, more of a chance to win this ball game. A lot of injuries on both sides of the ball, more for the Bears than the Green Bay Packers. The injuries counted out, and the injuries hurt the Bears team more. And you have the turnover battle, I think, in a time of possession battle, because each team, I think, is going to come in and try to run the football against the other. Is whoever's running defense is less successful, and whoever's running offense can run the football more. As I remind you guys picked the Packers to win this ball game over the Chicago Bears. And my pick for this game is going to be, I hate to do it, but I am going to pick the Green Bay Packers in this game. Now, I know Justin Fields is probably going to play. He's going to be healthy, but I just don't think this Bears defense has the horses to really slow down this Packers offense. The front four for the Bears has not been good, and the Packers, I think, is going to come out and run the football more. Aaron Rodgers is going to have his moments, and I think he's going to not pick apart, or yeah, I could say pick apart a little bit this Bears defense with the lack of experience, with the lack of bodies that they have in their secondary. The Bears offense, I think, with Justin Fields back in that element of the run game back, I think they're going to score a little bit more than what we expected them to. I think they can have some successful drives against this Packers defense that has not been good against the run. The Bears might struggle a little bit to throw the football, especially with Darnell Mooney out. At that, I am going to pick the Green Bay Packers to win this contest 27-20. I think the Packers still own the Bears in this matchup. But hey, that is all I have to say. Make sure you guys leave this video a like as it continues to help this channel to grow and to boost the YouTube algorithm. Comment you guys' thoughts down below. And as always, if you're a non-sub, click the subscribe button and notification bell so you will not miss any of the videos that I post. But I am APW Sports signing out. Make sure you guys stay safe. Have a great next Sunday, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.